Assalamu alaikum, buzzing bees. How are you? You remember me, right? I'm teacher Brother Kareem.
No!
Uh,
your name is Teacher Reem.
no, my name is teacher Ibrahim.
No!
Okay.
You are a girl.
I am?
Yeah.
Then I'm teacher Amal.
No.
No?
Teacher Emma doesn't have the same hair as you.
That's true. She has beautiful hair. So I guess my name is Teacher Reem then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Awesome. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. How are you today? What did you do today? Soha has been hanging out with her brothers at the house because there's a virus going around, right?
Yeah.
And we have to keep each other safe. Soha just suddenly started to sniffle, which is not a good sign, is it? I'm kidding. So the big question is, why did we name you guys the Buzzing Bees? The reason why is when we were coming up with My Camp Logic, the kids who were 4 to 6 years old were very important because they're going to be the future of My Camp Logic. And we wanted to make sure that we named them something really special. Allah finds bees really special, and He's actually mentioned them in the Quran. Every morning, the worker bees, they fly out to their different areas and they start looking for food. Now, one very cool part about bees is that they have two stomachs. One stomach's for nectar, and the other stomach's for their own personal food. So the bees will go flying all over the place, and they'll find flowers, and they'll find the perfect spot to suck the nectar out of the flower. Now, what's the nectar?
It's something that grows the flower.
Well, you know the yellow part of the flower where the pollen is?
Yeah.
That's where the bees will go around the petals without damaging the petals, and they will...
But Mom, but the petal is black in real life.
Okay.
Not
Well,
yellow.
the bees will fly around the petals and they will make it inside to the middle of the flower, and that's when they will start sucking the juice out of the flower, which is the nectar, and the nectar will go inside their nectar stomach, and then they'll go on to the next one and to the next. Now what's really cool is, now if I give you Nutella and I said share it with your siblings, will you take the Nutella stick and put a lot of chocolate on it or a little bit of chocolate?
A little bit.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. So that's what the bees do too. They don't suck up all the nectar. They're very careful not to take too much. They take just enough, and then they move on to the next flower. And then what happens is, once their nectar bellies are full, then they fly back to their beehives, and that's when the real teamwork begins. So as soon as they go there, they end up giving it that nectar juice that they have. This is really interesting because they end up throwing it up like a vomit, I know, into the mouth of another bee. And that bee starts chewing up that nectar. And once it's done chewing up, do you know what it does?
What?
It vomits it into the next mouth of the next bee. And that just keeps happening. And it keeps happening until the nectar is chewed up enough to where it's a very liquidy looking honey. So then what is really cool is that they vomit it, the last bee will vomit it into a little cell inside the beehive. And that's where two other bees will start fluttering their wings as fast as they can to cool down the honey so that it becomes very thick. And that is just amazing. Think about that, guys. The bees work in a team. And the reason why Allah says that He wants us to work in a team is because He really believes that human beings can learn so much from the bees. Because the bees, they follow the rules, everybody shares the responsibility, and everybody makes some really delicious, beautiful honey. Right, Soha? Yeah? Do you like honey?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let me ask you this.
I like honey doo-doo.
You like honey doo-doo? That's right. Now let me ask you this. So Allah actually has a name in the Quran for bees. Do you know what that is? An-Nahl.
Nahal.
Nahl.
Nahal?
Yeah. So the bees are the An-Nahl. And Allah wants us to act like النحل. And
And
that's why.
And he wants us to act like a bee, and a bee is in the hell.
Yes. And because when we work like the bees do, then what we do, we respect each other. We're nice to each other. We're nice to the flowers around us. That means that we're nice to the people around us. Now, let me ask you this. Since you're a buzzing bee and you are a part of our circle, how are you nice to each other? So how are you nice to each other in a buzzing bee circle?
Well, because I love my friends.
That's right. And you know, I am a part of the buzzing bee circle because I love you guys. And I haven't seen you in so long. I wanted to make sure that I sent a short video and I could share some information about why you're so important to me. So my buzzing bees, I hope you had fun with that. And as a project, how about we make a picture of how you guys help your family be stronger and how you help your mom and dad out, your brothers, sisters, friends. And I would love for you to share it on our WhatsApp group. So I'll be looking forward to those paintings, and I'm gonna go get busy with Maz and Soha, and I'm gonna help them make their paintings. Take care, buzzing bees. Stay healthy. We love you all, and inshallah, see you soon. Assalamu alaikum.